I mean, just the overall effort, down 11 at halftime from a team that's obviously had its struggles. For you, what do you think of that second half comeback, and what your team show you tonight?
I thought that they showed great courage and resilience and never say die attitude. I think that we've had enough games this year where we've been up 10 with 4 minutes to go or 2 minutes to go. And so I think that we've learned that nothing is safe, but likewise, nothing was safe with them. And so I think that what we try to promise ourselves as a team is that we were going to do two things, basically. That is, one, to rebound, block out and rebound, and two, to communicate and talk. And I thought that the team did a great job of that. There were some spurts where we got a little shaky. I think that if we can recover from that, because we've lost games because we've gotten shaky, but if we can have those shaky periods be a lot less time-consuming and a lot less damaging and recover as we did, then it's a great learning lesson. And then when we get into that situation where we may be down and then be tempted to maybe go ahead and try to take an inadvisable drive or something like that, then we're going to pull the ball back and learn to execute. And I think that it was great, and I was really proud of the way our team played today.
Aaliyah, that three-pointer, just walk us through it. I mean, threes have been hard to come by at Rutgers for a long time, and that was as big a one as I've seen. Just walk us through that shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot, but I want to commend my teammates for seeing me and knowing where I was and the time and all that. KK made that pass, so that was her assist. So it's just about my teammates seeing me and me being ready to shoot the ball.
KK, you were a rebound away from a triple-double tonight. You had 10 assists. So what does it mean for you when your starting point guard goes down to come in here and put forth a really strong performance as a point guard?
Well, I think it's key because not just me, but I feel like my whole team stepped up. Jaslyn Rollins came in, made shots. Alex came in, she dove one for, she played hard on defense. And I think it's just key that all of us stay together while we're out so many players, due to injuries or whatever it may be. I think that we just have to stay strong and play together. And I felt like we all played together because, again, I can't get assists if they don't make the shots. And rebounding just came up big for us today. I was glad that I was able to help the post out and get those boards. So I just feel like it was a great team effort.
Even what do you think when you see that stat line, that almost triple-double from Kate?
Yeah, I mean, she deserved it. You could imagine that that's what was going on. She had a heck of a lot of pressure. Keep in mind that with Sharita being out today, then it meant that both Candace as well as Aaliyah, who are our best ball handlers, had to help her handle the ball. And so it goes without saying that she's going to be a little uncomfortable knowing that, these are athletes that can flat out press and trap and do the 55 and all the other things. So, but I thought that she decided she was going to keep it, attack, and then get the ball quickly herself. That stat line is amazing. She deserves that because I've been on her a lot. There's a lot that's expected of a point guard. It's everything. It's everything. People that don't know where they're supposed to be. And it's like, okay, it's not enough for the point guard. The point guard, to me, to us, it's a lifeline, And so we got all these new people, and many of whom don't know all the time because we're doing a lot of things. So she's got to, in addition to run and execute that offense, it's a heck of a mess, a burden. So once you are in the heat and you handle that, the next time it shows up, she's not going to blink nearly as much because she's going to remember what it took. But we needed to get that situation happen, and we needed to win. So I'm hoping that we can go forward for that, especially knowing that we're playing Temple, and next thing you know, we're playing Penn State for the Big Ten. So.
Aaliyah, did it feel any different? Did it feel like a rivalry game? And you're from Jersey. Did it feel Kalia and Vinaj and all those girls knew this was a rivalry game? This is kind of this team's first look at it. Did it feel like a rivalry?
Yeah, it did a little bit from the beginning because we played them last year, so we knew how they were, how they wanted to beat us so bad, and what legacy they left behind because we played out to Vinaj and all them. But we had to just step up and play hard, and it was a great team effort today.
Kalia, you guys were down double digits at halftime. In the fourth quarter, you came out, you scored 11 of the team's next 13 points. What's going through your mind when you're kind of putting your team on your back in that situation?
Well, it was just me like staying aggressive, and it was KK just seeing me, and she knows like what good positions I can be in to score. So it was a really, we really played together today.
Maybe weird too, ironic at all to win a game on a three-pointer after you've been searching for three-point shooters for, I don't know, 5 years?
Longer. Yeah, longer. Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, it was huge. It was huge. We're trying not to focus so much on that, just stepping in, because if you look at our stat line before that, it hasn't been good. But I mean, let's say it like this. Here, I think the best thing we can do is just try to relax. I know that I've been pressing hard because I can't believe statistically what's going on. But if we relax and we commit ourselves to one or two things, we play hard, we play for each other, that the rest will fall in, in place. And that's basically what happened. When you look at the rebounding that took place, that alone allowed for missed shots and us greater opportunities to get the score. And I think that, and I'm hoping that we will realize that as a team. So I think that we were rebounding so hard that if a person took a shot, they weren't as concerned or as worried about it. It was just because they knew that we were be given a second opportunity, and we knew what to do with it better than we have before. But no, it's great. We really deserve this. This has been a long. I'm telling you what, to have nine. How many losses we have? 9 losses. Let me tell you something. It's going to be a long time before we can even balance this. Okay, but to eat the elephant, we got to take it one step at a time. So the next one is, let's just deal with Temple, and let's focus on being better. And then let's just deal with Penn State. I think it's too much to, just ask for more. And as long as we, not just me saying it, because I think the team has got to know it and feel it, that we're getting better, it'll make a difference, which is what Vicki said to us in our loss against Houston. She said, you know what, I know we lost the game, but we are getting better. And I thought, okay, here's the deal, though. The Scarlet Knights, we're not comparing ourselves, so you don't even understand that. But let's look at it this way. This is a very young team that has only had 7 points that are returning from last year. 99.75% of all players that were on the floor have not really seen the floor. So we can say Scarlet Knights if we want to. That's what I choose to remember. And a number of, as you saw, a number of our players were here tonight. But when Vicki said that, and I thought, well, the truth of the matter is, even though Vicki's a sophomore, Vicki hasn't really seen the floor that much. Now Vicki's expected to play significant minutes. The same thing with Des. So they have an opportunity to shape their era and how they're going to play. And I think the greatest thing is it's not so much that we had a tough start. It does matter a whole heck of a lot how we finish and how we continue to shape ourselves, because we can become those Scarlet Knights that we know and that this team can be proud of, and that we can do damage later. So we'll just keep working, get better.
KK, when you guys are able to win a game like this without 2 important players, what does it do for your confidence going forward in the season?
Well, it's definitely a confidence booster, and it lets us know that we are getting better, and I just feel like we just need to keep working every day. This is a win, and it's good. We're going to celebrate it, but tomorrow, we have to worry about the next team, and we have to worry about getting better as a team. So, yeah, it's going to boost our confidence, but we just got to focus on getting better and taking it day by day.